Barak Yahweh Alam. Shalom, righteous family. Welcome back to True Talk. And Nick, the dancing weatherman, just got familiar with him. It's only been a couple of days, but I was scrolling down my Facebook page and he keep popping up. And I checked out one of his videos and I don't know, man. Just I knew what to expect. So many people in general, but just speaking to my people, that we don't. It seems like we have amnesia and we don't understand the matrix, programming, foolishness, why certain things are done. What's the motive? Every time I see something, I'm thinking, why? Because there's a why behind everything. What's the reason? What's the intent? And as the scripture says, you will know them by their fruits. What do these people produce? Now, to me, this is another vague, what is his name, VAG TV? It's another Adam 22, uh, Trap Boy Ross, all these white dudes that exploit and get famous, wits, and popular off doing what black people has always been doing, or else just exploiting the culture without benefiting, helping it. Again, and then they get so comfortable in it, they start to get very disrespectful. But the most I will that's another video for another day. We'll get into that. But there's a pattern that I see. There's a pattern that I see with a lot of these videos like this. White dude in a suit dancing with black people. I looked at every last one of his videos. Well, not every last one of them, but I looked at a couple of them. And he's not dancing with Chinese people and doing Chinese dances. He's not dancing with the Mexican people doing a little salsa or whatever type of dance they doing and doing they dance. He's not going to Italy, France, and learning what the Italy and France. I never see him dancing with white people and do dances of their culture. It's always him with some black people in his suit doing this dance behind hip hop music. I ain't even gonna. I'm gonna play the video just a tad bit.
Do it left, do it right, do it left, do it right, do it left, do it.
Now, as you see, he's just doing dances that black people been doing forever. But guess what? He get thousands, hundreds, even millions of views, hundreds of thousands of thumbs up. And when I read through the comments, there's many white people there, but majority is black people, men's and women. And you know what the first uh, compliment I read? Oh, he invited to the cookout. Why? Because he's dancing like black people dance? Because he's copying our moves? He's invited to the cookout? Like, what is that? As I read to the compliment, people talk about, oh, go Nick. Nick can dance. Nick getting down. Nobody's talking about the two young ladies in the background with him. And that's with all his videos. He's dancing with black people, but nobody's talking about how good the people is around him. They just talk about how good Nick is. Why? Why? And the thing is, what really pissed me off is I see hundreds of videos of young black people just like this dancing in the streets of New York, New Orleans, Chicago, like all over, and they may get 12,000 views, a couple of likes, a group of all black females, or a group of all black boys, or uh, some black boys and some black females. But you know, the only videos that get millions and millions of views and reposts is when it's a bunch of black boys and one white girl out there in the front dancing, or it's a bunch of black girls and one white girl, or like this, where it's one white man in a suit a bunch around a whole bunch of other black people. And on every video, they giving these white people praise, and it's sick into my stomach how our people are so destroyed and looking for validation for these people. These people not doing nothing that we not been doing. But if he was a black dude in a night tech doing the same moves, I guarantee you 90, I'm being too gracious, 100% of those black people that's on here would scroll by, wouldn't like, wouldn't comment, nothing to see here. But oh, it's a white dude doing the same dance, and the spotlight get on him. And he's not stupid. I don't hope so. Like most of these dudes, he's gonna monetize these videos, put them on YouTube and getting paid and get paid. And as I just read the comments, black people come in. One of the comments, so he probably been to a lot of black cookouts to learn how to dance like that. Come on, all over America, all over the world, they got classes where you can learn how to dance like this. Where they have actually what they call hip hop. What they call those people? Disc golf or something. Well, basically they be like in the background dancing with different singers, Beyonce, or you know what I'm saying. Like these people actually getting money, pay healthy money for going to Japan and across the world, teaching people how to so-called dance, like Negroes. And I seen a video the other day. Well, it wasn't the other day. It was a while back. But it was a black dude teaching a class how to dance, basically dance like this, hip hop dance. And I'm gonna say 80, yeah, about 80% of the class was white people, and then you had your little 20% that was black people in there. So a lot of white people are paying to learn how to dance like this. When these two girls, I'm pretty sure they just do this in the mirror at home. But what bothered me is that our people still can't see the play. We still can't see them playing in our faces. He's not dancing with any other race because if he's dancing with Chinese people, Mexican people, he's not gonna get the views. He's not gonna get the recognition. Cause first, Mexican, Chinese, no matter how much they like to be proximity to right, because they want the props, they don't worship these people like we do. They got a little bit more culture pride than we do. They won't get all these praises. Oh, this white man doing our dance. They'll say we can do our dance. We see our own people doing our dance. They not amused by this white man dancing like they coach. I'm not a why should I don't find this amusing. As I find this offensive. If it was all out of joy to fun, it would be no cameras, or you would have done it once or twice. But he's making a living of going around dancing with black people. The majority of black people is the one that's giving him views, like, and fame. Why? What? But if this was a black dude, he couldn't get the views. He's not getting the views. The black dudes and the sisters that's doing these dance on TikTok and all this, yo, they get 1,000 certain views, and the same people that watch them, the Caucasian, other people go and copy their videos and get 100,000 views. But the real question is why? Why? Ask yourself why. Why can a young Hebrew black brother and two Hebrew sisters can do this same dance and only get thousands of views? But this Nick here can do it with two sisters and get hundreds of thousands of views, even millions. Now notice, like I seen, like I said, I was scrolling down Facebook, and he just kept popping up. And this one post, it's only been up for an hour, so that's when I decided to speak on it. Now look, this post only been up for an hour. It's already got 1,000 likes, 100 something comments, and already been shared 163 times. This is just in an hour. Think about what's going to happen in 2 or 3 days or after a week. How many views, comments, and shares, and the people that shared going to share, and the people that got the shares going to share, and it's just going to keep rotating to by the end of the week it's going to be up to 1 million views. And let's address the elephant in the room. It's because he's white. It's no other reason but because he's a white dude. For whatever reason, we find it fascinating to see white people copy black people, to copy our swag, our style. We make them famous. We put them on TV. We give them millions of dollars. We follow, we like, all because they copy what we do. Let the same brother do the same thing and they gonna move. But it's like a phenomenal. Wow, this white dude can dance like black people. All he doing is copying our moves and getting praise for it. It's like I don't know if y'all seen it, but it was this famous white boy going around talking Jamaican. And you know, Jamaican man, they got a dope accent. I think everybody love Jamaican accent. You be like trying to understand a lot what they be saying. They be like, huh? What going on? You know, I can't do it. What going on? What? How they say what going on? What go on? What go on? What on? So, however they say. Like how you say what's up? They say what go on? Something like that. But yeah, they got a dope accent. And a lot of people like the I don't know. I know as a black man I always respect. Now I'm a black man and I respect the Jamaican accents. Like you just heard my broken Jamaican accent. I never sat down tried to practice so hard hours and hours try to get it. As a black man from another black man, I respect it. It's like any, a lot of black people in America got accents. Brothers down there in New Orleans, they got their own little unique way of speaking. My brothers and sisters up in NY, they got that New York slang that when you hear them talk, you can tell they from up north. My brothers in the Caribbean and across the pond on the continent, you can hear that African accent. And the same thing with Jamaica, like I don't, and we just respect that. We like, yeah, I like that. Oh, can't forget about Memphis. Our sisters and brothers in Memphis got their own little swag, their own they speak. And we as black people, we don't try to copy one another. We respect that. We play homage. But these people, they try to when you know, and we think, oh, it's not pre-operation. It's flattering. A bit is flattering. It's imitation. But nah, really, it's exploitation. It's disrespect. But yeah, it was this white dude, and he mastered that accent of Jamaicans. He said he was originally Jamaican and grew up and was hanging around a lot of Jamaicans, and he studied the way they talk. And now he got his own YouTube going around, and he'll say things, and he'll be like just a regular white boy. He'll just walk up to a Jamaican and start talking. And the Jamaican, they'll start talking back with him. Nobody is paying attention to the Jamaicans that's actually speaking Jamaican. They all paying attention to the white dude that taught himself how to speak Jamaican. And he's been getting plenty of views off that. And if I'm not mistaken, he was on Bruce Lee, like one of his shows. Got famous off of it. Famous for copying the Jamaican accents. But a Jamaican, nobody's going to Jamaica and getting a woody hair, dark skinned Jamaican and make him famous just because he talked Jamaican. But a white boy do it and we make him famous. But it's a sickness. When the scripture says my people have been destroyed, it shows a people that has been destroyed. Once again, when a people that's looking for validation, that when somebody else do it, this is fresh breath air. It's like, hey, what we doing is cool because they doing it. They want to do it. Now we already know it's cool. But what is it that excites us about it? Now I know we loving people and we like to share and we like to teach people, everything. That's how they come to Africa. They came over there in Africa, just went to our brothers and sisters on the continent, just and our ancestors just went to showing them around, teaching them everything, and they took what they learned and used it against us. Just like the Native American when they came over here. The story is that they didn't know nothing about the land over here. They didn't know how to fish. They didn't know how to crop. The natives taught them that. And then after they learned how to do it, away with the natives. But it's always remind me of scripture where it talk about Israel giving away our birthrights. Esau sold his birthright for some food, for meat. Other words, for bread, for money, for fame, for clout. You can put in so many things, many words. And it's another way of Israel giving away our birthright when we praise these people for doing what we doing and don't give ourselves praise or acknowledge that we great and support one another and just as much as all these black people are up here supporting this man and liking him and commenting and sharing because I'm pretty sure most of the people that's sharing this are Negro people. Why can't our own black people get the same love? Why can't if it was three young black Hebrew girls dancing or two Hebrew girls and a Hebrew boy? And when I say Hebrew, y'all know I'm talking about so-called black people. Why can't they get the same love? Well, in an hour they get 5,000 likes and 163 shares. Why can't we give our the people, us who created, who is in our DNA and blood? Why can't we give each other that same love, respect, and credit? Why we always give it to somebody else when they be doing just what we be doing, copying us? And this ain't the video right now, but I hate when certain dudes put Eminem as one of the best rappers. And if the dude was dope, he was dope. He's not a sucker rapper. It ain't like he can't rap, but he's not one of the greats. Let's just keep it real. I got in the car and somebody was playing Eminem. I never went to the club and they was playing Eminem. I never went to a cookout and they was playing Eminem. Heck, I never went to just a party out well in the community and they was playing Eminem. It's not just about the numbers. They talk about how much albums he sold and how he went triple platinum and nobody has sold as much as Eminem. And I understand it, I respect it, but I understand it also that what Tiger Woods was for black people in golf, Eminem was that for white people. Majority of the white people that are Eminem fans are not hip hop fans. They barely know hip hop, they barely listen to hip hop, but they know Eminem. And most of these dudes that are Caucasian that are Eminem's fans, they think he's the best rapper alive. They think he's better than everybody. They don't know nothing about hip hop. These are the ones that come on defending him, talking about how he's the best rapper and all this, but they don't really love and respect hip hop. They don't listen to hip hop. Most of them start listening to hip hop when they start listening to Eminem. Eminem one of those corny, goofy, funny, he remind me of like a ludicrous type of rapper. In my opinion, Ludacris 10 times better than Eminem. He'll just balloon out silly raps. I heard a rapper Eminem talking about beating somebody with a blue sock and a rubber duck and all that. Even though he was making it rhyme, like, what you talking about? Nobody, but the white dudes, they felt that. Now, did Eminem make some hits, some classics? Yes. But once again, I think a lot of times we try to prove ourselves to be, even though we're not racist, we try to prove ourselves even more to say, hey, let me validate this white boy so I can let him know I love him and I ain't got no problem with him. We ain't got to do that. We just got to treat them with respect. We ain't got to put them on a pedestal and make like they this and that when they ain't, just to show that we ain't biased. And I think a lot of, especially black artists that like to speak up for Eminem, they want to not be biased and want to make like, just because he a white boy, he sold this man, don't want to take nothing for him. And I was like, man, what, can anybody name 5 Eminem songs that just they favorite songs that they just continue to play? Now I'm not talking to the white kids in the suburbs. I'm talking to you, these people, my the people that created hip hop, that run hip hop, that know hip hop. And yes, he sold that many records because many white people, the same white people that went out and buy his album, never bought an album before. I'm pretty sure plenty of so-called white kids who run around bumping Eminem. He's not a garbage rapper, and respectfully so, he's the white people goat in hip hop, but he's not. hip hop a goat. He's not our goat. But is that if Eminem, a white dude, can be up there, then maybe we can be validated. Maybe they'll respect hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like when we start being confident in ourselves and not caring nothing about what they think or feel about us and move in authenticity and not try to simulate and be the best version of ourselves. And when I mean the best version, I mean do it with class and respect because being ghetto is not ratchet, rile, and all that other stuff they try to make it. But that's all, man. I ain't gonna uh, be here too long talking about this. You know, when we finally get confident in ourselves, and I realize when you truly get confident in yourself and you ain't worried about what some other person or race is feeling or thinking about you, a lot of times you ain't even gotta say, I don't care how you feel or think. Because you don't care how they feel or think, so it ain't even on your mental to address it. But I make these videos because a lot of my people hadn't got to that place yet. And you can't expect a broken leg to just heal on its own without being tended to, without being sought after, without giving information on how to heal it, how to be cured. And the truth is, we need it. Whether we don't like to admit it or not, we need it. We need to be restored. Everything's been taken from us. A lot of us are waking up to who we are, but so many of us are still asleep, thinking that we Indians and don't know that we Israelites. And we either reject that, we give away their birthright because Indian and being of America is once again it's validation that presented this white supremacist mindset. America, the greatest place on the planet Earth. I gotta say it's mine. I gotta have claim to it. We greater than America. This country that was built off blood, lies, and BS and bullying the whole country. The American dream is a fantasy. Just as much freedom and good time and good eating we have in America, it's the same everywhere. They have just as much freedom and fun and good time in some places, and it's even better because the food is better, the cops are better. So it's alive. It's a matrix. It's I forgot the saying. It says something about those who travel, something that they be more real rounded or have more wisdom and a better outlook on the world. Most of us never travel, but those that travel, they'll tell you America ain't this great utopia that's better than every place on the. There's there's you can go to Japan, places in Africa. There's technology more cleaner, more just better in every way. But what America do got, the military, and they got strongholds, and they bully other countries, and they got the media, and they got domination in this planet and power in that sense, where they can make everything else look bad and make themselves look good through programming and media. But at the end of the day, it's a cardboard house. But as always, let Yah be true and every man a lie. Till next time, Shalom.